Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today we're working on the Cornely LT model. I have got the machine set with the fill for coiling. So this is the fill thread here, and further down we'll have the coiling bobbin, which I call the central bobbin. I am also going to show you today how to dismantle this set so it can be run simply as a chain stitch machine, much like the Singer 114W or the Cornely A model. First I'll show you running the coiling. There we have it. So in order to remove the coiling set, the following we'll need to do. The upper bobbin, you'll need to cut your thread to remove the bobbin. Bobbin comes off pretty easy, it's on a holding rod here. You'll need to remove the bobbin holding stand, and I suggest removing the bobbin holder itself. It comes off with a single screw here at the back. Some models from the German company Linz-Eckert will have 2 screws. But for Cornely you'll have just the 1 screw. Loosen that off, take out the screw, and the holder will come off the machine with ease. Then further down we'll need to disconnect by cutting the thread that's in your central bobbin. There's a gap here between the bobbin holder and the guide. Just snip straight through there. Now to release the bobbin, this is a little tricky to do if you haven't got experience, is push down the bottom platform. You can see it's springing, it's spring loaded in this, pull it all the way down and then bring it out. And the bobbin will drop straight off. And then clip this back in to ensure it doesn't get damaged. Now underneath here you will find a smaller screw to be able to disengage this set. Be careful not to lose any of these screws, they are not common, very hard to replace. And the guide is also on with the single screw. Now you'll find that the normal guide fits into the one which has got the marking as A here. So always go with A. C is for a different set altogether, which is known as whip stitch or feather stitch. Now we'll have some excess thread here that we need to cut. Snip that out, and we'll also have thread that's come from the top through to the nipple here. I like to use a discarded needle to be able to pull that out. It's not difficult. You can pull that out through there and then simply snip it off. Now these gears are what we're controlling the cording device. We'll need to open up the machine in order to disengage those gears. They cause a lot of noise and excess wear to the machine, not necessarily needed if you're not running your machine for that purpose. So along here you'll find 1 gear on the top, there's a second one behind and a third one in front. The easiest one to loosen is the top one. Just loosen your screw a little bit, maybe 1 revolution, 2 at max. And then we're going to slide this out. It does usually need help, especially if it's been sitting there for a long while. Check, this might have a double screw in it, this one. Double screw. Okay, that's why it's not shifting. Loosen them off, maximum 2 revolutions. You don't want to lose those screws. Push it out of the way so it's no longer interacting, and then tighten it up. I would suggest tightening both, so that they don't ride out. What you'll notice is that these gears, as you can see now as I roll them, are no longer interacting with the main rod. Replace your cover. As you saw, my machine is very well oiled. You'll need to keep your machine in exactly the same condition, oiling every day that you go to use the machine. If it's been a while you haven't used your machine, then you might need to run some kerosene oil on the gears so that they free up again if the oil has become stale. Now what you'll notice, within a few stitches I will have normal chain stitch. I might just up the length a little bit. There's our stitch length. Unscrewing to make the stitches longer, like so, and then replace the tab that keeps it in place. Here we go.